Kintsugi Koko here. Welcome to my quirky, eclectic vlog. Guess what we're doing tonight? Working on our painting. Heck yeah. Ooh, ooh. We had such a productive day, and we are so flippin' proud of ourselves. Not gonna lie. Kind of balled out of control today. Oh my goodness. We worked on designing our unique business cards that are going to be so much fun, and I'm super excited for them. Very unique, very mwah. I can't wait to finish them. They're gonna be amazing. And yes, okay, I know y'all see this weird ass pile of rope. It doesn't stress me out in every video, but I see it and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like a hot mess back there. I'm making a hamper for my clothes, y'all, and I'm trying to figure out how to crochet it in a sense to make it into a basket. And it is turning some gears in my brains, that's for dang sure. So it's gonna probably remain there for a little bit to figure it out. I keep it there so I see it, so it annoys me, so I mentally work on how to get through my problem. Anywho. And then I did a bunch of numerology research today. Ayo! I am reading a book, but I'm also dictating what I'm learning. Or scribing what I'm learning so that I'm able to better retain the information. And I'm pretty excited about it. So right now, the first book I'm reading is Numerology for Beginners by Christina Acarthy. And it's a quick read. It's like 87 pages. Sorry, it's 98 pages. I was close. And it's pretty dang good so far. I'm only in the second chapter, obviously, because I'm transcribing it as I'm doing it. But we're learning a lot. We're learning a lot of fun information. We're also, since it's the beginner's book, so a lot of the information I was kind of already aware of. However, it does not hurt to brush up on lessons you've already learned, as well as they're incorporating different themes that I would not have ever thought of, which is beautiful. I love learning new things. And then while doing that, I got a weird, it wasn't a weird hunch. So in here, it talks about, trying to get to the page, some interesting points. And indeed, was it an interesting point? Because it sent me on a whole nother rabbit hole of a research project, which was really fun. And really, I love it. I'll show you in a second. It's so cute. Okay. So this talks about if you take the year you're born, right, horizontally, and then you do after the last number, the last digit, vertically, you put your year you were born. Then you add it all up, and it's going to give you a date or a year, right? And that year is supposed to be very pivotal. Okay. I think my lisp is coming out with that word right now, and that's a-okay. Pivotal. Y'all know what I mean. Pivotal year for you. How many times am I going to say it? And I find that very fascinating. Absolutely super interesting because for mine, for instance, my first year that it took me to was a very interesting year. I'm trying to figure out. So my year, I have to do research internally, like memory-wise, because I don't know what happened that year in order for me. Like, I remember 2014 very vividly, and I remember 2017 vividly. And I think 2016, I might vaguely remember. But for some reason, 2015 is just like... So, I find that very intriguing. But I did my son's And ironically, like his first one was when we moved from Florida to New York. So it was a very pivotal moment for him. And I followed mine, and his father's, and they all came across the same year at one point, which I found interesting. So I was like, I wonder what happens that year. It's obviously in the future, it hasn't happened yet. But then that sent me on, okay, your years, right? And anyone who knows some numerology information is going to kind of know a little bit about every year has an energetic vibration, right? So like this year is an energetic 9. And that also lines up, I believe, with Mars, which also is the ruler of Aries and Scorpio years, right? So I found that pretty interesting. But then they sent me down Chinese numerology / astrology. And so this is my little paper I did today. Y'all, to figure out how to fold a piece of paper 12 ways, like line-wise, was very funny for my brain. It took me 3 tries before I could get it. And then I got all the information down, and then I messed up when I was highlighting it, so I had to redo it all over again. So it's really in our brains now. But this is so fun. So this is the different zodiacs of the Chinese. So you have rat, which is a yin energy, bull, which is yang, tiger, yin, rabbit, yang, dragon, yin, snake, yang, horse, yin, sheep, which also in my research, I've seen sheep also referred to as the goat. So on here, I put sheep / goat, which is yang. Monkey is yin, rooster, yang, dog, yin, pig, yang, right? And I started in the 1900s because I like to refer to a lot of my ancestors, and a lot of times you'll see like they cut off. I think first one I seen cut off in like the 40s or 50s. And I was like, no, I want to go further back. So I started with the 1900s, and I went through to see what each element, so that's what each color is a different element. So this is the Chinese medicine wheel. And this is, the colors are wrong. Yes, I am aware. I made it to match this because it's going to be, I'm going to laminate this because homegirl's obsessed with office supplies and we like laminating. So it's going to be on the back side of this, I'm going to have it laminated. So it's going to be like a fun little reference sheet, if you will. But on each one, on each one at the bottom, I put what color the Chinese wheel would have it as. But it goes through what part of the body it is referring to. So what earth, yin would be your spleen. So if yin is by yin, it means, so for instance, tiger is a yin energy, and any earth signs under tiger would be referring to the spleen, right? And then yang would be stomach, so any yangs, so bull, rabbit, snake, sheep, goat, rooster, pig, those would be referring to your stomach. Metal, yin is lungs, yang is colon. Water, yin is kidneys, yang is your bladder. Wood, yin is liver, yang is gallbladder. And fire, yin is heart, yang is small intestines. So, and then it goes through like emotion, climate, season, process, orifice, taste, and color. And I found that really interesting and very cool. So I copied it down. Did a lot of transcribing today. But then I also, because I have yin and yang on there, and there's not really much referring to yin and yang, I made little yin and yang sheets with like their qualities, right? And different keywords and like opposites, I should say. Different opposing energies, if you will. So obviously you have light, dark, obvious, hidden, direct, wavering, masculine, feminine, straight, round, right? And it just kind of goes on and on. Obviously I have a long list. I'm not going to go through all of them. However, that was my little fun project today. And then I did a lot of my numerology. I think I've done like 6 pages today. We shall see. So, funny story. If you guys watched my vlog from yesterday, I colored my tattoos, right? Stays on pretty well. The pink is still there with the red. The green and blue are gone. Okay? My body licked that shit up. Funnily enough, this morning I woke up and I was like, where in the heck did all these pink spots and blue spots come from? I woke up and I had pink spots on my belly. I think I have one on my hand. Yeah, I have a little bit of one still on my wrist. You can kind of see. I woke up with spots all over me and I was like, what the heck did I get in my sleep? I forgot it tattooed my arm. And then when I sleep, I lay my arms on my body in various places. So I woke up and I look like I got attacked by a blue and pink marker. So we've done 1. Oh, these are thick pages. I like that. 2, 3, 4. That's not correct. Why am I done? No, I've done more than 4 pages. Oh, no. I have done 4. Yeah. So I've done 4 pages, but it's like I wrote really tiny in their big pages. Which is why I'm so confused. I'm like, I'm on like 2 chapters right now. What is going on? But yeah, so that is where I'm at with that. And right now, we're learning about Pythagoras. So, fun stuff. We love us some Pythagoras. And we're gonna get to painting for a little bit here. So we're doing another layer of my rose gold. Purely for the fact we want to add layer. And I like how it kind of like peeks through, you know? Makes it so sparkly and pretty. So, funny story. I thought I'd share with you guys today some of my philosophies in life. And some of those being how I stay so beautifully young. And I know people are like, God, getting more full of yourself. Yeah, I could be more full of myself and I choose not to be. So be grateful, okay? Anywho. So when it comes to doing things around my house, or just in general, right? Obviously we have the options to make it super easy on ourselves, and we could use resources, technology, whatever have you, to make it easier, quicker, if you will. I feel like a lot of people mainly now do it to make it quicker so they can get more done. And I feel like in doing that, you kind of lose the art behind what you're doing. Gee, Dakota, what the hell do you mean by saying that? Glad you asked. What I mean is I like to do things how my ancestors would have had to do it, right? Where I would have to build a skill. Because back in the day, keep in mind, up until like the 1900s, everyone was super fit, super strong. They did their own things. Like, they did their own gardening. They did their own mechanical work. Like, they worked on their own things. And if they couldn't do it, they found somebody close by who could do it. And a lot of times it inadvertently taught them how to do it, right? And so when I do anything, I like to do it as if, I mean, obviously, if there's a lot going on and my body is saying, hey, lady, you need to take a break, sit down, I'll use my other resources available to me. However, I like to also make sure that I keep my body in memory check with what I'm doing so that it stays strong, because when I am doing those things, I'm actively activating my core in the same time. And I believe in doing that, it makes your human body so much stronger. Not only that, it also engages like a type of memory in your muscle. And I really appreciate how my body appreciates that I do that. You know what I'm saying? Because absolutely I could use XYZ resource. However, by choosing to learn this task, skill myself, and then doing it in a specific way, I am able to not only work out while doing everything I do, I'm also helping my body for in the future when it gets old. Not that it ever will get old, because I'm a grown child, and I digress. the video is going to be cut short because I have to end or it's not going to let me upload. So love y'all big much. Doodaloo.